This is called the SteadyTracker. It's a camera stabiliser. I guess the biggest use out there is doing video at a wedding or any event where there's a lot of movement going on. The SteadyTracker is used for NCIS LA. So there's a good photo of LL Cool J holding one of these, filming himself running along. Okay. House did the final episode of last season on it, all with 5Ds, using these to get the smooth footage. And 24, the mini-series, uses these as well for their footage.
Okay, and you were saying that LL Cool J was running with that. How heavy is this thing?
This is about 1.5 kilos, so it's not too heavy. It's pretty easy to hold. It's all aluminium construction, so it's pretty good.
So you're going to put this camera on the rig, so just walk us through how you do this.
Okay, well, first of all, you've got the top plate. We're going to mount this on using the 1/4" thread on the bottom, just as per any quick release on a tripod. It's got your standard 1/4" 20 thread. As you change lenses, you're changing the weight distribution of the camera, forward to back and left to right. So it's not symmetrical. So this is kind of in line with the lens, but what we need to do is tune it so that the XY axis, this is above here. So this plate has a left-right movement so that we can do that. So we kind of just line it up as we think, half-half, and then we can screw this together.
So does that mean that every time that you change the lens, do you have to adjust this?
Yes, you'll need to retune it, and that's the same with any stabiliser. Okay. The benefit of this stabiliser is that there aren't counterweights. Pretty much all the other models have a number of counterweights on them, and you have to retune it, and that can take 15-20 minutes to get it just right so that it balances in your hand. Okay. This is a matter of a minute. So
yeah, I've seen those ones where, yeah, you have to change the front and back and left and right. Yeah. So with this one, is it just a matter of sliding this?
That's right, yeah, basically you put that on, you adjust, and away you go. So I'll just give you a quick demo in tuning it. So first of all, we put it on there, and you can see it's rolling back in my hands. That means it's back heavy. So we're just going to move it forward a little bit on the plate, and try again. And as you do this more and more, you get better and better. Okay. So that's forward heavy now. So halfway in between there is going to be about right. So loosen off, move back a little bit, tighten it up. And now we've pretty much got it balanced. So that's forward back. Now left to right, so that's rolling back. So I need to move it across to the left a little bit. So we loosen this off, we move it across, tighten up again, put it back on there. That's pretty good. Okay. So that's our X and Y. Now the third axis is the Z. Now if we put 3 fingers here, that's bottom heavy. So what I need to do is loosen this one. I need to move this up a little, need to move this down a little bit until I get a balance. Now that's about right. So now what I've done, in just 1 minute, I've balanced the X axis, the Y axis and the Z axis. So now it's very smooth because the top above here weighs the same as below, the left side weighs the same as the right, and the front weighs the same as the back. And what that means is as you're moving forward and back, it's perfectly balanced, half-half. If you have too much weight on the front, as you move forward, it wants to tip over, and the same left-right, as you tip, it wants to topple over. Now that's the hardest part about getting smooth footage when you're moving, is the stop-start. When you come to a stop, when you change directions, when you've got a perfect balance, that makes it very easy, and that's the main thing the stabiliser does that you just can't do with your hands.
Alright, cool. Well, our model's just arrived, so maybe we can test this rig out outside, so let's go. Alright guys, we're here outside of Crown, the Chinese New Year festival's going on, so we're going to do a side-by-side comparison of what it looks like handheld, so come follow me. So we've got 2 cameras. There's a Pentax on the SteadyTracker, and the Canon 5D is handheld. Okay, all right, now we're going to do a side-by-side comparison of me running. So Sean and Jeff are going to be following me. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, try and keep up. Ready? Go. All right, so Jeff, we just had a look at the comparison side by side, and I noticed that with the footage that wasn't stabilized, it was hard to turn. Yeah. So just walk us through why is that?
Okay, you can see this is easy to carry just while you're waiting to shoot because it's balanced left to right, and it's the same when you're actually shooting the footage. This is like a giant rudder for the ship, so as it changes direction, it's perfectly balancing that out. Whereas handheld, it's a lot harder to change direction. So the more you're moving, the more you're changing direction, the more a stabiliser improves the footage.
Okay, yeah. And that seems like it's really easy to carry around and set down as well whenever you don't need it.
Yeah, a lot of the others have a handle out the back, which means that it's torquing your wrist sideways, whereas this is just transferring the weight onto your arm. And the other thing is, because there's no weights hanging down counterbalancing this top bit, you can easily just put it down on the ground as a stand. Pick your gear up again when you're ready to go, start shooting. So
cool.
It's good.
Very good.